Hey, it's Brett Gregory. It's so fun to be here with you today, and I'm super excited. So do me a favor, if you're just joining us, just go right over to the left-hand side there, or I guess your right-hand side, and put in the questions box. Tell me the city and country that you're tuning in from. I love the global audience that we have here with us. So remember, if you're just joining us, just go right to the questions box and type in the city and country that you're tuning in from today. And it's Brett Gregory. I'm so excited to be here with you. So what we're going to be covering today is we're going to go over the very simple three-step viral post formula. So what does that mean? Well, it's a way for you to get your content shared easily on Facebook, and it actually works in other social media. The same principles apply that you're going to be learning right now, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Pinterest or any of that, any of the social media channels that you have. Hey, Barbara, how are you doing from Wisconsin? Good to have you here with us. So if you're just joining us, just go right to the side there to the questions box and type in what city and country you're tuning in from. Hey, Kathy from San Antonio, Texas, welcome. Glad to have you here. Cindy from Wisconsin, so great to have you folks, and it's always fun for me to know where in the world you're tuning in from. Laura is from London in the UK. Good to have you here with us, Laura. And so if you're just joining us, go and type in, tell us what city and country you're tuning in from so I can give you a shout out. And then also tell us, what is the #1 challenge that you're having right now getting customers from Facebook? Okay, so what's the #1 challenge that you're having right now getting customers from Facebook? Hey, Chella from Los Angeles, good to see you back here. David from Phoenix, and we've got Patricia from Palo Alto. Hey, Sherry Lee from Vancouver. Hey, Ellen from Anaheim. Welcome, Nisha from Palmdale. So great to have all of you here with us today. So tell us what your #1 challenge is that you're having getting customers from Facebook right now. And then also, if you can, or let me just give you the little overview of what we're going to discuss today. So I'm going to walk you through what I call the 3-step viral post formula. So it's one of the most simple and powerful ways that I know to help you get your content shared on social media. And as we're going into the end of the year, we're kind of on the home stretch of 2015. You want to give that extra last push to start growing your social media to really set you up to win in 2016. So we're going to cover that today. Ellen's having trouble just getting customers, understandable. Barbara is getting them from my Facebook page to my website. Hey, Maha from Vancouver, welcome. And David, staying consistent in content production. Great. Well, I'm going to give you the formula today, David, that you're going to learn. It takes about 5 minutes. So as some of the most successful people that I see on Facebook and social media do it in 5 minutes a day. So we'll show you that right now. Cindy, getting them to like my page and then the website. Hey, Jay Hiller from Fort Collins, welcome. I've been to Fort Collins before, went to school in Boulder, as a matter of fact. And Kathy, getting people to buy. Awesome. Okay, great questions. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with, I'm going to just share my screen. Oh, and by the way, if you see any buffering, if the video stops or there's any kind of a lag, typically that tends to be as a result of your internet connection. And it's common, it happens. And if it gets slow, if it slows down or if it stops, you might have to refresh your browser. So just FYI. All right, so Natalie's from Hilton Head. Welcome, Natalie. And let's go to share the screen. All right, here we go. Let's do the quick screen share. Okay, now if you can see my screen, just write the word screen in there. I want to make sure that you can see my screen and this is working for everybody. And what we're going to do is, hey, Jamie from San Diego, what we're going to do now is you're going to learn the 3-step viral post formula, okay? So let's pop in here and go through this, the 3-step viral post formula. And it's a simple formula that can really help you increase your viral growth and also can help you drive targeted traffic from Facebook to your website or to wherever you want to go. So the first thing to understand is that finding viral photos, I'm going to give you some resources to find viral photos today, and getting the right text on those images. So it's kind of the right photos and the right text will get you 10 times to 100 times the number of likes and comments and shares. All right, so it's really critical. And as if you haven't noticed this, I mean, I pay very, very careful attention to this. What I want you to start doing is I want you to start watching the posts on Facebook, and it could be somebody else's posts and anybody's post. But when you see a post that has hundreds or thousands of likes, I want you to look carefully at that post. I want you to study it and see what the attributes of that post are. Look at the image, look at the text, see if it follows along this formula I'm about to give you, so that you can recreate it on your own page. And when I say recreate it, I don't mean stealing the photos and just copy and pasting. I mean doing your own, and with the resources that I'm about to give you, but making your own unique content and doing it in 5 minutes a day on your Facebook page. So the first thing to understand is, why are we doing this? Well, we're doing this to get our content seen by a lot more people. And ultimately, we're doing this to attract customers to our Facebook page who we share values with. So what I mean by that is we're not just trying to attract, any old random person. We're trying to attract customers who we share values with, people who are like us, people who probably will like you, who will buy from you, who will refer you customers. Those are the people that we're trying to attract, and there's a very specific way that we have of doing that. So let's start off by talking a little bit about kind of the science and background of this and see how this works. So what you're seeing here is two images, and you see the words integral effect. So what are we talking about here? Well, this is the science behind how you can get your content shared. And there was a study done by a university professor out of named Kathleen Milkman, Dr. Kathleen Milkman, and she studied over 7,000 New York Times posts. Now, she's a marketing professor at Wharton, the Wharton School of Business. And if you don't know, Wharton and Harvard go back and forth as #1 and #2 business schools in the world. Okay, so it's very when marketing information comes out of there, I pay close attention. So she found something interesting, studying 7,000 New York Times posts to see which ones went most viral and figure out why. And what she discovered was very interesting. She discovered that the photos and the images and the stories and the videos and the content that went most viral all had a very high emotional charge, and the rest had a relatively low emotional charge. And what she discovered was that the photos with the high emotion, the photos that went most viral, almost all of them had a very high emotional charge. So what do I mean by that? Well, take these two images. Now, we posted these two images on our yoga page. Our yoga page has 1.3 million fans, okay? The photo on the bottom, it's a professional photo of a model doing yoga in a beautiful outdoor setting. You would think, by that rationale and definition, that that photo on the bottom would go really viral on our yoga page, but it did not at all. It only got 91 likes. Now, the photo at the top has nothing to do with yoga. However, what it has a very highly emotional story. So this is an image of a gentleman named John and his 16-year-old German Shepherd named Shep. And the story that was attached to this image was John would take Shep on a very short walk. Shep was suffering from severe arthritis, and in order to maintain his health, John would take him on a short walk every day, and at the end of their walk, he would take Shep into Lake Superior, and Shep would fall asleep peacefully in his arms. That has a very, very high emotional charge. Well, when you see these two images, the image on the top, when we posted it on our yoga page, got 6,791 likes. It went really viral. The photo on the bottom only got 91 likes, okay? So that gives you an example of a image, and again, it could be a video or whatever kind of content that has a very high emotional charge. And Professor Milkman coined the term the integral effect. And what she said the integral effect is it's how viral your posts go, and that's as it's related to how high the emotional charge is, the integral effect. But it doesn't stop there. She also discovered, after studying 7,000 New York Times posts, that the post that went most viral had a very positive valence. Well, what's valence? Well, valence is how positively or negatively emotionally charged your content is. For example, the photo on the left is a fist holding a hot rock. It connotes anger. We posted it on our page. It only got 14 likes. Now, this photo on the right is clearly a very positive emotion. The kid is laughing. The camel's cracking up. It's really funny. It's one of my favorite images. And we posted it, got 4,485 likes. So when you look at what kind of content should you be posting on your Facebook page and your social media, it should be this kind of content that lives in the upper right-hand quadrant. It has both a positive emotion and a high emotional charge, okay? So what kind of content can you come up with that has both a high emotional charge and a very positive emotion? Well, my guess is if you're watching this webinar, every single day, you probably do some kind of selfless act of love or kindness or generosity in your life. And I want you to notice that some things that you do every single day, and you would consider normal, and you may not ever even consider posting on Facebook, would actually be your most viral post. It would actually be the thing that would attract the most kind of customers who you share value with. So, for example, a post about, let's say, for example, today I decided that I was going to, every human, every person that I came across, I was just going to look them in the eye and smile. And I was going to acknowledge them as the beautiful human that they are, and I encourage you to do the same. That's an example of a real story of selfless acts of love, kindness, or generosity, okay? So what you're looking for is things that you do every single day in your daily life. Maybe it's you read to your children at night. Maybe it's you've did something nice for your spouse. You did something nice for a friend. You gave a quarter to a homeless person. You acknowledged somebody for the great job that they did. And now I'm going to encourage other people and inspire other people to do the same. Those tend to be your most viral posts, and they are easily overlooked. Many people say to me, well, why would anybody be interested in that? Or if I post that kind of stuff, aren't I just, aren't I just promoting myself? And the answer is no. In fact, what you're doing is you're encouraging other people to be good and do good. You're inspiring other people to elevate their lives. And in doing so, you will attract the right kind of people, the kind of customers that you share values with to you. So the next thing, now there's more that you can do here on your post. So one of the things that you can do, and I discovered, is when you're adding images, and I'm going to give you some resource for a resource for essentially unlimited images, more images than you could ever go through that you have permission to access right now. I'm going to give that to you in a few minutes. What you'll discover is, or what I've discovered over doing, paying attention and studying viral posts for over 8 years, is that by adding a positive quote from a famous person, you can add both emotion and valence for a 10 times virality, meaning you can get 10 times more likes and comments and shares just because you added a positive quote from a famous person. Okay, so let's take a look at this for a second. So this post we posted this image on our Costa Rica page, which has 560,000 likes on it. We posted it first with no comments, and it got 27 likes. Then we posted the same image on the same page 1 week later, and the only change we made is we added this positive quote from a famous person. Whenever we manage to love without expectations, calculations, negotiations, we are indeed in heaven, by the 13th century poet Rumi. And when we did that with the comment, it got 1,798 likes. So quotes can make a dramatic increase in your virality. It can also make a dramatic increase in making your emotion more positive with the same image, which also helps you get more likes, comments, and shares, which you want, because the more likes, comments, shares you have, the more people will see your post. So in this example, we posted this exact same image on our yoga page 1 week apart. The first time we did the experiment, we did no comments, and it got 14 likes. The same photo on the same page 1 week later, and all we did, the only change we made was we added this quote: "You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams." And it got 4,485 likes. So what we did is we dramatically increased, or we made the emotion much, much more positive just by adding the quote. And consequently, we got tons, thousands more likes, comments, and shares, okay? So this can be done with your images. And again, I'm going to give you the resources here to get images in just a moment. So let's recap. This is the 3-step viral post formula. So please write this down or take a screenshot of this, whatever you need to do. Here's 3 simple steps. Number 1, you're gonna post your viral photo on your page, and I put in there with appropriate credit. And the reason why I did that is because I'm going to give you a resource on Flickr. So Flickr has a Creative Commons resource that has literally over 60 million photos that you can use right now today without asking anyone's permission. And all you have to do is give credit. So I'm going to show you where to get that, and I'm going to do a demonstration in just a moment. Number 2, I want you to add a positive quote from a famous person that your tribe will love. Okay, so check out goodreads.com/quotes. And then number 3, I want you to inspire and encourage people on the post to do good onto others, do good in their lives. And that could be doing good to other people. It could be doing good to other businesses. It could be doing good to the environment. It could be doing good for really whatever your cause is that you're working on that particular moment in time. And last thing I put down there is use a relevant hashtag, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so let's go check this out here, and I'll show you how you can do this. All right, so let's go to and first let me just take a quick peek. Oh, Kathy said, I've done that and had an incredible experience. Awesome, Kathy. I'm glad to hear that. Georgine, oh, hi from Pittsburgh. And Kathy, was it shared more because of the story rather than just a photo? Yes, absolutely, Kathy. So, all right, so let's take let's show you, kind of walk you through how to do this. So the first thing is, where do you get these images, okay? And what I do here is, I like to go to flickr.com, and you can go to flickr.com/Creative Commons, okay? So if you would like the URL, just go write in the word Flickr in the chat, and I'll text this over to you. Okay, so it's flickr.com/Creative Commons, all right? And what you can do in here, there's more than 60 million photos that you're allowed to use, because they are Creative Commons. They're already using the Creative Commons license. So what's the Creative Commons license? Well, the Creative Commons license is a way that the people who have taken these photos can they've already allowed you to share their photos. And all you have to do is just give them appropriate credit, okay? So let's, I'm gonna go to, hang on a second, let me just text this over to folks. Okay, so I put that URL in the questions box there, so you can go and grab that URL. But what you're doing here is, so here, for example, I'm on Flickr. I typed in, just for starters, I typed in the words nature images. And then all I did is I clicked this drop down here. So you can see this is a filter. And I can filter with the different types of licenses. I can go to a photo with any license. I can look up photos that have only Creative Commons license, which means I'm allowed to share them without anybody's permission. I can look up photos that have commercial use allowed. I can look up photos that have modifications allowed. I can use up photos that have both. I can look up photos that have no copyright restrictions at all. So it gives you an amazing ability to filter photos, filter and search for photos that you can look up. And here on Creative Commons, it gives you a little bit more detail and tells you. So you can see here, for example, there's 67 million photos that have what's called an attributions license. And all that means is that you can, all you have to do is give credit to the person who took the photograph, okay? So you can use that for a lot of different images, all right? But I'm going here off of this one. In Flickr, the Creative Commons, and so I just searched nature images, Creative Commons, and I clicked all Creative Commons. And now look at these gorgeous, gorgeous photos that you are allowed to use. You don't need anybody's permission to use these photos, and they're really stunning. You know, I've been just super impressed with these photos. And so let me just, there's some cool ones here with a waterfall. There's some really cool ocean images, and you get to use all of these. So I like this one, Waterfall Glen. So let's just give this a try here for a moment. And then I'm going to incorporate what I had just created, or what I just mentioned there, for just a moment. So let's go and try this. So first thing is, we have the image here, okay? And how do you get this image? Because you can't just right click and save on Flickr. They do that on purpose. But you're allowed to download these images. In fact, they have a download button. There's an arrow right here on the lower right. So you click the arrow and you can download what size you want. I'm going to download a medium size here. And wham, there it goes. It downloaded. I already downloaded it. Now, because it is Creative Commons, I have to give credit, and I have to supply a link. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to open up my text editor, because this is where I'm going to save a few items here in the text editor. And so I'm going to click this little arrow here, and there's the link, okay, right there. So I can just copy this link. What I see people do sometimes is they go and copy the link at the top, and that link is huge. It's going to take up a lot of, you couldn't even fit that link on Twitter, and it'll take up a lot of space on your Facebook comments. So instead, click this other arrow. So there's two arrows. There's a download arrow and a share arrow. You click the share arrow, and it gives you this nice short, compact link that I like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this image. So that's the link there. And then I need to give credit. I just need to mention that this is Robert Martinez's photo. All right, so I'm going to copy him there, and then I'm going to. So this is going to allow me to copy and paste back into Facebook, which is really easy. And I'll say Creative Commons, and CC stands for Creative Commons. So that's essentially all that you need to do in terms of giving someone credit on the post. Now I'm going to do a little bit more than that, because remember we talked about a few extra steps here. So let's do this. So what I'm going to do is, let's go to our test Facebook page here. Here's my wellness page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one photo. So I click on photos. I'm going to click upload photo. So I'm just adding one photo. So for those of you who have seen me do the photo album stack, that is clearly not this. We're doing the hang on a second here. Let's grab what I just got up. Oh, and you know what? I downloaded this in my downloads folder. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to open. And so this is the image that I downloaded. And in order to give credit where credit is due, I'm just going to copy this. So I'm going to say, photo artist, and give that information. So now I've given the appropriate credit. Now I can write whatever I want above it. So it's a beautiful image of a waterfall. And so one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the 3-step viral post formula, and I'm going to add a positive quote from a famous person. So I like to get quotes from goodreads.com/quotes. If you'd like that URL, type in the word Goodreads, or excuse me, the words Goodreads into the chat there, and I'll text it over to you. But I like this because I can go and find keywords. And one of the keywords, the image was a waterfall image. So let's see if we can find something with water or waterfall that is appropriate. All right. So let's go waterfall here. And okay, so, and sometimes you have to look for a few different, you have to go through a few different quotes to find something that's going to work. And I try to find the shorter ones versus the longer ones. And this is a good one by John Muir. As long as I live, I'll hear the waterfalls and birds and winds sing. I'll interpret rocks, learn the language of flood, storm, and the avalanche. I'll acquaint myself with glaciers and wild gardens and get as near to the heart of the world as I can. Ooh, I like that. Let's go post it. Okay, so I'm starting out with a positive quote from a famous person. All right, so that's step one. Okay, now what else did we talk about in the 3-step viral post formula? So, step one was the image, excuse me. Step two is I added the positive quote from a famous person. And then step three, I'm going to inspire and encourage other people who might see this post to do good onto others and to do good onto the world. Okay, so and I'll just keep it short and sweet. I'm just totally making this up as we go. So let's say something to the effect of take a walk today in nature, watch a sunset, take the walk to nature near water, watch a sunset, and appreciate Mother Earth. Mother Earth, encourage others to do the same. They will love you for it. Okay, so nice and short and sweet. Nothing fancy, but again, I'm following the 3-step viral post formula, and then so step one, we found the image. Step two, we added a positive quote from a famous person. Step three, we're inspiring and encouraging other people to do good onto others and the world and nature and that sort of thing. And the last little kind of go for extra credit is hashtag. Okay, so what you do when you do a hashtag, you just do the hashtag, which of course is shift and the number 3, and then you can write in the word, for example, the word nature, hashtag Mother Earth, and you could go like on from there, So I'm just going to, well, let's just do one last hashtag outdoors, right? And now just click publish. Okay, and so that's it. That was the 3-step viral post formula there. And look at that gorgeous photo. We did the inspiring words, which adds a tremendous amount of. It gives us the positive valence. It gives us the high emotional charge. We encourage other people to do good onto the world and to do good onto others. And then we got the hashtag, and of course we have the appropriate credit there on Flickr. So I took my time as I was doing this here with you, but that can be done in 5 minutes a day. So I believe somebody who mentioned in the beginning somebody is, hang on just a second. Somebody was asking, how do I keep this down to a reasonable amount of time? How do I not waste all my time on Facebook? And so here's how you do it. Number one, stay off of your news feed. What's your news feed? Well, the news feed is if you pick up your phone and go on Facebook, it shows what all your friends are doing right now, what they had for lunch, what are they texting around on Facebook. That's where you waste all your time. I stay completely off of my newsfeed. I don't watch and check out what my friends are doing because that's what gets you sucked in and completely waste your time. Number two is I can do this sort of post in 5 minutes. Super, super easy. The last piece of this is when you're doing a post, You can, and what I recommend is you can do this at the beginning of the week. You can go out and schedule, you can really schedule as many posts as you want to in advance. And so what I do is when you click this little drop down here, one of the options is schedule. So if I wanted to, this post below, you can just go and do this, spend 1 hour a week and go and line up all your posts for the next 7 days, okay? And so all you do is you just click this schedule here, and it's going to say, what time do you want to schedule this? So if I want to schedule this out in the future, I would just mark it out, whatever time in the future I wanted to go out, and you click the button that says schedule, and you now have a scheduled post. So you can do, you could literally in 25 minutes, you could have your 5 posts for the week lined up and ready to go. And now you're done with your social media, efforts for that week. So that's a great way to be extremely efficient on Facebook. So remember, the biggest thing to remember is stay off of your news feed. That's where you waste all of your time. David, some guru says Facebook does not like pre-scheduled posts. Nope, that's not true. They would, I've seen no evidence of that. And we, on our yoga page, which has 1.3 million fans on it, we pretty much only do scheduled posts, and we haven't had any trouble with that. So yeah, I have not seen any issues at all. So if I'll pull this over here so you guys can take a look at it. So this is our page. We have 1.3 million likes, and I'd say 95% of our posts are scheduled posts right here. Okay, so all of our posts pretty much are scheduled. And once you have a scheduled post, if you want to click here and say see posts, so this is how we do it. So there, it shows you which posts are lined up there. All right, so that's how you can set up your posts. Kathy, I manage several pages and schedule most posts at one time and log in to mainly comment, share, etc. Then reward myself with 20 minutes on my timeline. Awesome, Kathy. That's great. Nisha, can you upload from Instagram and share your Facebook and have the same results so you don't have to post 3 places? So the way Instagram works, Nisha, is, and Facebook works with Instagram, is they do make it so you can share. Now, Instagram, they intentionally make it so that it's hard to upload photos unless you're doing it right from your phone. They do that on purpose, but they make it really easy to share from Instagram to Facebook. Okay, so we do plenty of Instagram posts, but we don't go from Facebook to Instagram. It's the other way. It's from Instagram to Facebook, and they make it really easy. You just click the share button on your phone while you're doing the post on Instagram. So hopefully that helps you there, Nisha. Dave, why put hashtags? How do you decide what hashtags to use? Great question. Okay, so let's check out the hashtags here, Dave. So what you do is when you use hashtags, so I'm going to just open these hashtags in a new link. So let's go to nature. We're going to open Mother Earth, and we're going to open outdoors. So what this does is when you this can allow you a great way to get discovered by new people who wouldn't otherwise discover you. Okay, so if you look up hashtag nature, all right, so this is anybody who's done a post that has hashtag nature in it. All right, and so the idea here is that this is a way to get discovered by new people who wouldn't otherwise do it. So this is hashtag nature. This one is hashtag Mother Earth. Okay, so you can see when other people are doing posts, they also do the hashtags Mother Earth in this instance here. And so you can see those posts. But the idea is that it's a great way to get discovered by new people, hashtag outdoors and so on. So you can see these other posts. So I really like doing the hashtags. It's a great way, again, to have your posts go a little bit farther and get discovered by new people. And Kathy, check out the hashtag before using it to see which one get the most engagement. Would it be too general to use a hashtag like yoga? Not if you're doing a yoga post, David. We do it all the time. All right, great. So what, okay, good, Nisha. Hopefully that was helpful to you. And let's see your, all right. All right. Oh, and by the way, if you ever make a mix up, if you ever do something wrong, you can always go back and edit the post. So if I misspell artist, ARTIST, instead of inverting the letters there like I just did because I'm dyslexic, you can just go in and click edit and then click done editing. Cindy, so the hashtags work on Facebook like Instagram. Yeah, they're very similar. Laura, how long are hashtags current? They're pretty, they pretty much stay for a really long time, Laura, as far as it fits in the category. But I guess if you mean current by how quickly does your information, move down from the top? Well, if it's a big hashtag like yoga or nature or something like that, that millions of people are also using the same hashtag, then you're going to get pushed down quickly. But again, there's a double-edged sword, because if it's a large hashtag that a lot of people are using, yeah, you might get pushed down faster, but also more people are going to see you sooner. So there's two sides to that coin. Jay, Bret, are your previous webinars available? Yes, sir, they are. Absolutely. And you can catch them, by the way, Jay. So if you're and by the way, so anybody who hasn't signed up for this event in Facebook, you can see we're up to 1,300 people here going. If you haven't done so yet, click on this link here, Jay. And for anybody else, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and click the link that I just threw in there, and you can click the join button in here. And I mention this because this is where you can find our replays. So every day that we do this, every Tuesday, I put in the replay. And so you can just go down and go to last week and click the replay link, and you can go right back and check it out. All right. So that makes it very easy for you. David, Gary V, I met Gary V recently, spends loads of time on social media. Do you see that as excessive? Yes. Kathy, I usually use, now, of course, David, that's his livelihood. So while excessive, it's also strategic. And, that's what he does for a living. He does, runs a social media ad agency. We also run a social media ad agency. So interestingly, I spend a tremendous amount of time on Facebook. However, the majority of the time that I spend on Facebook, I'm usually, we have a Facebook advertising agency, so we're usually running our clients' Facebook ads, or we're running our own ads, or I'm putting together a talk for, teaching people how to use social media. So in that instance, like, I spend a tremendous amount of time on Facebook, but I spend almost no time on my news feed, because that's where you waste all your time, in my opinion. Okay, Kathy, usually 2 or 3 hashtags, one general, then 1 or 2 more specific. Nothing wrong with that, Kathy. You can certainly do that. Patricia, what is the link for your yoga page and wellness page that do not come up with search? Oh, okay. Well, let me grab them for you. Wellness. Now, remember, the wellness page is just a test page. So that's where we do all of our like testing kind of stuff. Here's our yoga page. It's facebook.com/Costa Rica Yoga. Okay, it's facebook.com/Costa Rica Yoga. And I can also share with you, here, let me just share with you my my Facebook page. So it's facebook.com/like Bret. All right, so you can go and check that out, Patricia, or whoever else wants to. And so you can see an example of, the kind of posts that we do on the yoga page versus the business page. If it ever uploads, it's coming there nice and slowly. Dave, can you change the date on a post, add hashtags once it's published? Yes. And for how long? For as long as since it was posted, since the beginning of whenever it was posted, Dave. The only caveat to that, Dave, is if you as soon as you turn a post into an ad, then you can no longer edit it. So that includes, if I click this boost post button here, and so let's do a quickie here. We're going to show you. This was an example of something that I was mentioning to you. We did this. I did this image. I did this post earlier today, and it is I love the smiling kids, and we got it from Flickr. So you can see we've got our we mentioned photo artist, and I put in a quote, let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile, and so on. And then I gave the inspiration out there. And in fact, you know what? I forgot to do hashtags. Let's change this. So remember, before I turn this into an ad, I can edit it. As soon as I hit the boost post button, done. Can no longer edit it. So let's go hashtag smile, hashtag happy, hashtag love. All right, so done editing. All right, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click boost post. I'm just going to boost it for $5. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with boosting your posts in order to get them to go farther. But I want to be clear about something. Okay, you'll notice in this post I don't have any links to my website. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a lot of money getting likes, comments, and shares that aren't people going to my website. Now, there's benefits to spending $5 on a post, because you can get discovered by new people who wouldn't otherwise have discovered you. But I'm not going to invest a lot of money in this because I'm not driving traffic to my website. I'm not probably going to get any emails out of this. I'm not probably going to get any customers out of this one particular post. But what I have discovered is over time, as we do this consistently, we inspire thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And out of those thousands and thousands of people, some of them come and find me and say, hey, I want to do what you're doing. Can you teach me how? Can I buy one of your programs or get in your coaching course? And the answer is yes. Okay, so that's essentially why we're doing it. So it's a long-term strategy. So check this out. I can do it if I wanted to do it just to people who like my page and target particular countries. I could do that. I can go to people who like my page and their friends. I can go to people who I choose through targeting. So if I choose this for $5, I can get 1,200 people to see this post who live in my top countries. And if I wanted to, let's see if I can, I can't edit that particular one, but here I can do this. I can create I can go to a different one here. Let's see if I wanted to click on that one there and create a different audience. And so it gives you a range. So it'll be a minimum of 780 to a maximum of 2,000. But this audience that I had saved previously is really targeted towards our kind of clients, and in this case, who also happen to live in the US. Right now, we have clients from all over the world, but it can still work out very well. And so if I'm doing for $5, I'm just going to do it for one day, and I'm going to hit boost. Okay, so remember, $5, it's not a whole lot of money, and I'm also not going to spend a whole lot of money when we're going through this kind of thing. But in the long run, over time, which I'm always teaching long run strategies. I don't believe the overwhelming majority of short run strategies do not work, in my opinion. The long run strategies, slow and steady wins the race. This is a marathon. When you are doing your social media and growing your social media following, consistency is the key. Not trying to sprint to the finish line, because there really is no finish line. You're going to be sprinting forever, and that's a quick way to run out of gas. Okay, so Georgine, when you boost your post for $5, is that for one day? Yep, that's what I chose. And Laura, is it bad form not to go back to posts which have got comments to participate, Or is it okay to just put up posts and not interact? Great question, Laura. I would be in favor of interacting with your posts. The more you interact with your posts, Laura, the more likely you are to get more love back. I mean, the more you interact with your posts, the more likely you are to get more people to comment, likes, comments, and shares, and that sort of thing. So good question. So I recommend you interact. Now, we went on vacation recently, over Thanksgiving, and we did a post, and we didn't have internet access on our vacation, so no big deal. It was only for a few days, and it's fine. It's not a big deal. But for the most part, I would interact. Jay, do you use videos? And if so, do you have a resource similar to Flickr? I do use video ads. I do not have a resource. I do not have a video resource similar to Flickr. I mean, I wonder if YouTube has a Creative Commons. I don't know. Go check out videos on Flickr. Maybe they have a video section that I'm unaware of, and you could just have discovered something new for me, Jay. That's pretty cool. Okay, so what I know is that some of you who have been joining us for a while know that if you could work with me, you would be able to really increase your sales and really increase your revenue, and really build your business and get your business going in the right way. So if you have any interest in scheduling a one-on-one with me where I can help you figure out your strategy for next year, figure out how to grow your business, how to really take your business to the next level, go ahead and write the words one-on-one, and go ahead and write the words one-on-one in the questions, and I can go through it with you. So in our last few minutes here, I want to share with you how to increase your sales $10,000 per month. Okay, so check this out. This is a pretty cool formula, and I'm a big fan of this. All right, so let's show you this. How to increase your sales $10,000 a month. So how to grow your income in 12 months working from anywhere with your high-end coaching program. So even if you aren't already a coach and you haven't considered coaching, before you say no to it, check this out. This coaching, high-end coaching, I've discovered is the fastest path to cash. It's the quickest way to build consistent recurring income. And it's also the highest way that you can serve your customers and help them produce real results. And when you can do this, you can develop a whole lot. You can develop a business that's going to give you the time, money, and freedom you want, the ability to spend more time with your family, friends, travel, grow your business, attract more customers, and make a real difference. Okay, so here's what you do. How do you make $10,000 a month? So in the next 12 months, when you can start a high-end coaching program, and everybody who signs up with you will sign up on a 6-month agreement. And here's what they get. They're going to get 2 30-minute one-on-one calls with you per month, plus 3 group calls with you per month. And here's what you're going to charge for this. That means they're going to be talking with you live 5 times a month. People put a very high premium on that in their minds. A lot of people say, if I'm going to talk to my coach 5 times a month, I'm planning on spending $1,500 a month. Okay, but here's what you're going to charge. You take on your first 5 customers at $700 per month. And that, of course, is $3,500. Then what's going to happen is you're only going to have room for 11 people. So you're going to have to increase your prices as you get closer to having it full. So the people who got the $700, they got the early bird special, and that's gone after 5 of those. The next 4 you take on at $1,000 a month. That, of course, is $4,000. And then you have your program is almost full. You only have 2 spaces left. You take your last 2 at $1,500. That, of course, is $3,000. So what this means is that you're just 11 customers away from making a consistent, recurring, additional $10,500 a month. And the best part is it only costs you 14 hours a month of your coaching time. So think about that for a second. 14 hours a month, 11 clients, $10,500 a month. So I'm a big fan of this coaching model. It's a hybrid coaching model. It's not only one-on-one and it's not only group, it's a combination. And so if for those of you who are interested in, making 2016 your best year ever, if you're really interested in taking your business to the next level, adding an additional $10,000 a month, I created a program to help you take your business to the next level called the Make Six Figures Working From Anywhere 12-month Mastermind for Conscious Coaches. And what we do in the program, we'll start out by helping you create your 12-month marketing calendar. And so just imagine if you had a really solid plan of knowing how you're going to get your customers, how you're going to grow your business, and you have it all laid out before the year begins. Would that help you target and figure out what you're supposed to do? Also, the first thing we teach you how to do is how to find your ideal client, how to discover where they go right before they buy, and more importantly, how to get them to find you. And we have a very specific way of doing that. We have a series of interview questions. You ask your customers the right questions in the right way, and they'll tell you how to find them. They'll tell you what program that they need. Also in the 12-month mastermind, we're actually the only 12-month mastermind out there that has a done-for-you high-end lead magnet service. Now, if you haven't heard so already, creating your email list and building your email list is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Your email list is going to be your most valuable list. The done-for-you lead magnet is what's going to help you build your list, and we'll actually help you create that lead magnet for you. It's a 7-page ebook that'll help you grow your list. Also, we show you how to, sorry about that. We show you how to set up your lead magnet using simple off-the-shelf software like Lead Pages, and help you write your sales copy that's going to help you attract those high-end clients. We also show you then, now once you have your lead magnet set up, now you need to have traffic and leads. So what we do is we show you how to run Facebook ads, very simple, powerful Facebook ads from Facebook to your lead magnet so that you can grow your email list. You'll learn to create simple, profitable Facebook ads. And also through the program, you're going to create your own online funnel. The funnel is the way where, step 1, somebody comes to your landing page. Step 2, they give you their email address. Step 3, they get on your thank you page and you schedule a one-on-one consultation with them, and it allows you to fill your high-end program. So you get the live group coaching with me, you get elite VIP access, you get access to over $15,000 in trainings and step-by-step live trainings throughout the whole year of 2016. So for those of you who are interested in that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link for the application. Let me just show you an example of the funnel that we just created for this, and it'll give you an idea of how you can create a funnel. So here's an example. All right, so I created a free training. Now this is on a very simple platform called Lead Pages. I created a free training, teaches people how to increase their sales $10,000 a month, with a big button at the bottom that says, if you're interested, click here to apply. And that takes you to the application. Then it's very simple. If you're interested in this, then you just fill out your name and your information and you apply. You hit submit, and then on the final page, you schedule your one-on-one consultation. So for those of you out there that are interested in taking your business to the next level, click that link that I just put in there and you can apply. And as soon as you fill out the application, you can get a one-on-one consultation with me where we can go over and lay out your plan to make 2016 your very best year ever. So please click on that link right now and go ahead and fill out the form, and then I will see you on our one-on-one call, and we're going to lay out your plan for 2016 and get you really take your business to the next level. Lynn, how could this apply to physical products? Well, I need to know a little bit more, Lynn, than I need know a little bit more about your physical products. Typically, we've had a lot of success with business owners that sell physical products successfully. So they have a real business They're making good money selling physical products. And what they did is they created a coaching program teaching other people who want to know how to sell physical products online, and have created an extra $10,000 a month in income through a high-end coaching program. And they'd never thought before about teaching other people how to do what they do in order to raise their income. And they did exactly that, and it worked really well. Dave, when doing a boosted post, is there more poster flexibility by changing the audience within the post, or selecting a previously saved audience from the ads manager? You can do either. You can do either. So, and they make it pretty easy for you there. So hopefully that answers your question, Dave. All right, so that's it for the questions. Thank you all. Again, if you are ready to see how you can add another $10,000 a month in income to your business, fill out the form, schedule the one-on-one consult with me, and we'll see how we can take your business to the next level. With that, I want to say thank you, everyone. And remember, if you haven't done so already, just make sure that you check that you're going to this event, and that's how you can access the links for all the replays. So just go ahead and click on that event, and there will be a button that says going. So go ahead and click on that, and we will see you next Tuesday. Thank you all very much. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. I'm Bret Gregory, and let's get started building your business together. Thank you.